Many of our well-bred, good-intentioned brothers and sisters that have worked assiduously in the recent past and recent times on these unity projects, and they are still working on it. About 2 weeks ago, the National Army of Companion called for a meeting of some organizations, of which myself was also invited. And then the second meeting, I used my own network also to extend the invitation to other organizations, because I said this is a project we need to widen the network. And that is not the first of its kind. Many have been held in the past. Many are still going on, even at our own ends, where I am coordinating the Conference of Islamic Organization. This is an organization that has so many Imams of Central Mosques and Ratibi Mosques and some faith-based organizations as members. We meet on every fortnight Tuesdays, and we have been doing this for the past 2004. It's very challenging, I must tell you. Particularly for those of us who are working, to have the meeting during the peak period of your business, between 10 and 1:30. You understand that is the peak of your business. When you finish, you go home, nothing more. Because if you want to go back to the office, you enter those rooms, and before you know it, the day is gone. But these are projects. I've been also involved with the project at the Lagos Central Mosque, of which I've also played a very important role in the secretariat. In fact, the Lagos State Muslim Council that was supposed to be our umbrella body for Lagos here, I was the secretary of the Constitutional Drafting Committee under Justice retired Adeyinka. We produced the Constitution. I did most of the work anyway. It was an initiative to ensure that we have unity. And of course, under the current Baba Adini, in the past, many have been done. I'm sure part of the effort was the Muslim that we also had that came on board. But something is amiss. This is my own personal opinion. Like I used to tell people, unity of the Ummah, like my brother came out to express himself, I appreciate him. Unity of the Ummah here is not talking about whether I belong to Companion, I belong to TMC or MSS or network, or no. We have different names of different organizations. There's nothing a person can do about that. You can't stop that more. It's not possible. So it is part of the evolution of the society, and those things are bound to exist. But when we are talking of the unity of the Ummah, certain things are very germane, and we have to go through Islamic history. It is not something that is impossible. It is possible. Umar bin Khattab radiallahu anhu, in one of the statements, one person, whom those Umara, the Amir of Christian bodies, will now willingly among themselves, okay, Allah should be the one. The principle we are going to use here is we are going to use a rotational, presidency here. It depends on our choice. It is your turn. You are the leader. And we have that at the national level. I worked at the Supreme Council even before Professor Shuaib came on board. I can tell you one of the greatest challenges we have. I didn't tell of less memory tried, where he was handicapped. Many people who did not work closer with him do not appreciate what the Baba went through. From Ilorin downward to the south here, we have Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs in each of the states. From there upward, there is no Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs in any of the states in the north. It is the Imam that is the Supreme, that is the head. The Imam of this, the Imam of that, he is the head. That is one of the challenges the Supreme Council has. And if you look at the composition of the body, the Sultan is trying his best, but he himself is equally handicapped. Because this is a traditional system he made on ground. which has equally produced him. So how will he now want to upturn or even change that is a problem for him. So it is a balance of apparent contradiction for us to understand where we are coming from. So if we in the south here we have Supreme Council, even the one we have in the south here, I have been to the southeast, southwest, I'm still on the journey because throughout last week I was there. Nobody sent me, I went on my own walk to see the Supreme Council in each of these states that we call Supreme Council, and I can tell you, my findings tells me that there is nothing on ground. Nothing on ground. I'm just beginning to give the people ideas of what they can do, at least to revive and stand somewhere. But these are the people that will come to the NEC meeting. They have been doing that for many years. They are the one that the leadership recognizes as the leader there. And when you go back to their state, they are the leaders in their states. Beyond them, there are nobody to show up as the leader of the Muslims. But there is no structure there. So it's a problem. So for as long as we still have this hybrid structure under one umbrella body, if we are coming from the south with our own organizational hierarchy know-how, we get there, we stop. Because those elements there will not accept it from you. Nobody can question the authority. Nobody can dictate to them. So there is a breach between us and them. That is one problem. The Sultan is doing his best as an individual. So he is the number one citizen of the Muslim community. But he alone cannot rule the community. He needs people under him to work. How this is going to work, I don't have the answer directly. Unless we all put our heads together and come up with maybe somebody that we did not even give attention to, maybe the one that will bail us out. So this is the way out. Why don't we try this? So that's number one problem. The same problem is affecting Muswen. Muswen, came up to serve as the umbrella body for us in the southwest. But how many of we, the organization in the southwest, as states, have allegiance to that, have commitment to that? So at best, maybe we have it at the bottom. It's a problem for us in terms of structure. So these are things that we must be among the foremost that will be there. When the intention is sincere, Allah will bless the effort and Allah will show us the way out. We are still searching. And I believe that we should not be frustrated by the various different sittings in the past that seems not to have yielded any good result. We should not mind that. Let us keep what we are doing. We have started another effort now again, and we spoke with ourselves. Actually, Bakari was there last 2 weeks. We said that it is not only when we have crisis that we should be meeting. It is part of our own attitude that it's only when we have crisis. No, we should meet even when we are happy. When we are happy, we call for a meeting. The purpose of why we are here is that we want to jointly thank Allah and share in the good things that has happened to all of us. Lack of proper understanding of ourselves here and there, we fought ourselves seriously, and it was a fitna. Some Islamic organizations are establishing universities. If you combine all those universities together, they can't stand maybe one university of the non-Muslims. In terms of cannot stand it. Or combine them together, cannot stand it. Some people have given ideas that look, you can maintain your university, they let us call it maybe the college of so or school of so and so. Then we have one university. If the one that NASFAT wants to hold is maybe College of Science, that is the College of Science, NASFAT. The one is College of Engineering and Saudi. The one college of whatever you call this, and then you put your resources together, we know that we have one university that is very, very strong, that we are dissipating our resources, our energy. I don't mean to slight any organization, sincerely speaking. These are some of the things when we discuss, frankly speaking, we tell ourselves that when you do your SWOT analysis of yourself, you will discover that this will not take us anywhere. It won't take us anywhere compared with what we have. So it's a challenge that we are facing, and we must not run away from this challenge and meant to be overcome. And inshallah, if we cannot solve it, let our children know what we are doing, and then keep sinking into their earlobes that this is the project of the Muslims. When we are not there, it will follow on your head, so that they can continue from where we have stopped. I think I've answered question number 1. He's saying, Allah, it was, if you look at the context of that verse, when Adam and Eve were in the Garden of Eden, Allah gave an instruction, and they violated the instruction. Allah caused them to descend from Al-Jannah in the earthly world. In Al-Jannah, you don't commit sin in Al-Jannah. No sinner will enter Al-Jannah. So it has a process. When we came down to the world, the first mortal that committed a crime against humanity were the offspring of Prophet Adam and Cain and Abel. So in that verse, Allah says, when you come down to this earthly world, this is the world where Allah has prepared for mankind to toil, to work, to struggle. Because in Al-Jannah, you don't work, it's enjoyment. You don't toil, it's enjoyment. You don't defecate, you don't do all those things you do. So all those things are meant to be done in this world. So when Allah tells us that if the two million Hajj descend all of you to this earthly world, at that time it was only just 2 of them. Then in the plan of Allah, Allah knew He was going to create so many progenies, and then these progenies will multiply, and in their multiplications, at the end of the day, will have conflicts. And that's what Allah says, for imma yatiyanakum minni huda. If my guidance comes to you, whosoever amongst you that hold on to this guidance, fala yadillu wa la yashqa. Some people will never go astray, nor will they lead a beautiful life. So Allah is talking about our sojourn here, and that is exactly what is happening here. You can see conflict. Even within the family, there are conflicts. So between one family to one family, there are conflicts. Between one nation to one nation, there are conflicts. Because there is going to be what we call continuous struggle between batil and haq. The forces of truth and falsehood, we continue to fight one another hatta yawm al-qiyamah. Then finally, with regards to the issue of eclipse, what we should do is we should engage in the salah. There's a salah the Prophet taught us to observe. If such happens, like it has happened during their own time, you tell Bilal to make the adhan, then you gather Muslims and you observe 2 rakah of prayers, and then you supplicate with qunut to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for His divine guidance and intervention. Because these are some of the signs. They are not positive signs, they are signs of end time that will happen. And when such things happen, the Prophet enjoins us to observe this prayer and then to supplicate to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to avoid whatever will come out of it. And then in conclusion, with regards to whether you can engage in special prayer to observe the end of the year or the beginning of the new year, your intention matters. If the intention is that you want to celebrate the end of the year, or you want to celebrate the coming of the new year, just for the fun of it, it doesn't have any spiritual benefits, but it has material benefits. You will eat, you will enjoy the food, you will enjoy the drink, but it has no any religious injunction at all. But if it is your normal ibadah that coincided with that particular time, when I say ibadah, it is very, very wide. Either your nafila that you normally observe, or your dua that you normally observe, or your tahajjud that you normally observe, that you are observing. If I said intention matters, like the one they normally do, that's to me, and I'm going to observe 100 rakah of prayer. Then they will recite certain number of ikhlas, this number of Fatiha, all those ones does not have any religious injunction or reference. They are just waste of time. Because you cannot find any reference anywhere that sanctions that. So, I'm putting Bidya to Fujoman here. So, anything Bidya, so that it needs reference from the Quran, from the Hadith, or even from the companions of the Prophet, then it can never be a Christian Islam that was practiced by Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So don't waste your time on that. There's nothing wrong for you to supplicate for yourself that this year coming to an end, 1434, oh Allah, I thank you for XYZ you have done, and I want you to do this and this and this for me. There's nothing wrong in it at all. But don't make it an institution that people will not take as an act of ibadah we're doing collectively every year. Allah knows best. Now? Okay, yes, sorry. The hadith, yes, I have also read this hadith. I've read it and I've had it just like here. I'm hearing it from my brother here. Even though my brother said he has not read it, he has read it. That's why he has quoted it. Yes, so if you have not read it, you will not be able to quote it. Yes, I have read this. My understanding of this hadith is one hadith I read in the collection of Imam Nawawi. It says, إِنَّهُ مَنْ يَعِيشُ مِنْكُمْ فَسَيَرَى اخْتِلَافًا كَثِيرًا فَعَلَيْكُمْ بِسُنَّتِي وَسُنَّةِ الْخُلَفَاءِ الرَّاشِدِينَ الْمَهْدِيِّينَ عَضُّوا عَلَيْهَا بِالنَّوَاجِذِ. That hadith was talking about the time when even if they make a slave person to be your amir, you must respect him, you must obey him. And the time will come when you now see a lot of discrepancies that will, to make life difficult for them. So it is a source of mercy. When you look at the first law of Islamic thought, whichever one you hold, you are on the path. Don't hold stubborn and say, me or I'm Maliki. Anywhere you are Maliki, I will not change. Islam is not rigid. Islam is dynamic. Why if you go to one particular environment where there are no Maliki there and you must do your ibadah there, and then the ibadah of Maliki that are doing, there is no way you can do it there. What will you do? You abandon your ibadah, you do it. So that is the mercy angle of it. The Mazhab people, the Hiyya that we have, Islamic jurisprudence we have, they are source of mercy. So when scholars give fatwa, they still give their fatwa based on the Quran and the Sunnah and their ijtihad. To make life difficult, to make life easy for us, not difficult for us. So this is my own understanding that when the Prophet talked about this, it is a source of mercy. Not ikhtilaf on dalala, not differences on the part of error, but on issues that will make life easy for the Muslim. You know, in the past when we used to pray, we fold our hands. When we were very, very small, we say, Ahmadiyya, as if Ahmadiyya were not Muslims. Later we got to understand that it is not Ahmadiyya, it is Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his companions. When they used to pray, they do like this. And we have also seen it in the book of Sirah and book of Leviticus. They are times they drop their hand. It is lack of proper understanding. But now many of us, if we pray, we don't do like this, we feel your Islam, your Salat is not complete. Isn't it? So by extension, we have become Ahmadiyya. So we need Ahmadiyya also in the Muslim community. So we need it. We don't need to throw away any single man. We need all of them. So that it will be better for us, so that we are going to get one and the record of the not 2 years old girls for possible share. I need Yogoa, I need our Dipa, I need our Lagiti, I need our Matagete, I need our Loimbo, I need our Jebe or Go, wisdom, we go Bobby Filaka about 5, and I need a Jebe, bounce and Motoba Yoga, and Papa, I want you to go, that's it, I need more, and need our low. We need all varieties. And that is what Allah has done. He has placed us with these varieties. We need to do what harness them. The person is going to help us to do the harness is what we are still searching for. And we pray Allah will guide us to be able to get the right person. The Sultan is trying his best. He's trying his best.
You can see the patience and the level of delivery from the guest speaker. Let's recite Surah to counter for him, for Allah to continue to bless him. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Inna a'tainaka al-kawthar, fasalli li rabbika wanhar, inna shani'aka huwal abtar. Over to Sheikh Najim.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
And